okay. Smash event, Pac-Man. Wait, when was this? Huh? This is their final update, correct? Oh shit, my cam, sorry. Oh, they're doing it in reverse. Interesting. I always found this content really interesting when I was a kid. I used to rent Smash. Just like the small toys or whatever, and I fucking love that. Wait, what is that? Huh? Oh no. It's a good character, but I don't know. Oh, it's a pretty cool crossover, though.
Let's go.
It's not a bad final character, though. Guys, he really fits the universe, though. It's the guy from Kingdom Hearts. It doesn't? It kind of does, though. Okay, people will argue just because he's like a weeb character or whatever that people don't like it. Oh, he doesn't fit the fucking scheme of the universe, dude. But Minecraft Steve and Enderman does. Like, no, dude, like chill the fuck out. It's... The thing is that Nintendo is very, they're not secretive. I mean, they kind of are. It's kind of tough to say, like, what they're doing. I feel like at one time. You never really know. Are they making a new game? Nobody really knows. Are they making a new Smash? Is there, like, are they confident in the Smash franchise? Like, is it, without being fucking biased like you guys always are, is this like a successful franchise that they want to keep like investing and putting effort in and expanding? Like Pokemon? Is this something that they think is profitable? Yes. Yeah. Okay. So what do you think is gonna be next then? If this is the last update, then what next? They're gonna make a new game or a crossover? Not to. New donkey. Donkey. What a disgrace.
Way to go, Nintendo. Once again, you disrespect your core audience. Today, Nintendo, or should I say Scamtendo, announced the final Smash Bros. Character to be Sora from Kingdom Hearts 3. To longtime fans of the Smash Brothers game, this is a slap in the face. I thought I told you not to put him in. Stupid Nintendo. When you put in Piranha Plant from Mario, I looked the other way.
Again?
I said, okay, maybe they didn't have enough money this time. When you put in the Joker as a character, I didn't ask, why doesn't the character look like Joker that I love so much?
Reggie.
I just said, okay, Nintendo is doing their own unique twist on an iconic character. Then you have the balls, the fucking brass balls, to bring in Dragon Quest, and it's not Booga as a character. It's not Sylvando. It's not the Blue Slime.
Even then, though, who would care about these characters, though?
Dragon
I don't know,
Dragon
dude.
Quest. It's the protagonist of Dragon Quest, a character that does not even have an official name. This is when I realized that Nintendo did not care about their longtime fans. In a desperation attempt, Banjo-Kazooie is announced. They didn't even have the rights to him yet. Finally, a fucking video game character is in Smash Brothers. But then it goes to their heads. Who's next? Byleth.
What?
The character.
I don't know what this guy's from,
I still
though.
haven't recovered from this. With that one, Nintendo said bye-bye to any sense of self-respect. Byleth, a created character from a game that released 7 days ago? What's next? Are we gonna add my custom character from Tony Hawk's Underground? Fucking disgraceful. How did they redeem themselves?
Guys, how popular
They
is
put Min Min
Smash
from a
in
game
Japan
that nobody
compared
has
to
ever played?
West?
When this happened, I said to myself, well, looks like Nintendo was putting in the minimal amount of effort into these character selections. Am I right or am I right? At this point, my respect for Nintendo was at the lowest it has ever been. To add insult onto injury, Minecraft Steve is announced as a character. Fucking Minecraft. A children's video game for babies. Smash Brothers is a rated T game for brutal violence. Children cannot play this game, Nintendo, so once again, you've wasted another one of my character slots with your bullshit. But none of these terrible characters could have ever prepared me for what came next. Pyra, from the disgraced pedophile baiting video game Xenoblade 2. A game where you play as a depraved, sexual predator Furby who runs around enslaving hundreds of young women. This is what you think is acceptable to have in your fighting game aimed at toddlers who play Minecraft?
He really stressed that one.
With this kick, Nintendo lost all respect. Thus begins a dark era for Smash Brothers. Years go by and nobody has touched the game. Then, breaking news, every Smash Brothers player is arrested for being a rapist. Sakurai's back is against the wall. He has no way out, until he says,
take guilty.
Tekken and Smash. Now this is where I gained a lot of respect for Nintendo. Finally, I can play as my favorite character, Kuma from the Tekken series. Oh wait, it's not Kuma. It's not Paul Phoenix. It's not King. It's not Gon. It's not even Heihachi. It's fucking Kazuya. And this is where I lost all respect for Nintendo for the 100th time.
Isn't he the face of Tekken, though?
It is revealed that the next character will
Master
be the
Chief!
final DLC character added to the game. With this news, I am now haunted by the wasted slots. Memories of forgotten characters are launched to the forefront of my mind. Because of your poor decisions, Nintendo, we'll never see a real fighting game with Rayman as a playable character. We'll never see Gex tell Wario a joke about Val Kilmer's house. We'll never see Donkey Kong versus Knack, Master Chief versus Solid Snake, Crash Bandicoot versus Captain Falcon. All of these dreams will die in the rain like a fucking idiot. So, how does Nintendo make amends for all of its crimes against us? By announcing Sora from the failed video
James
game
Bond
Kingdom Hearts 300
from GoldenEye.
million
That's what we
divided
needed.
by 83.
James Bond as a playable character.
Remind. And with this announcement, I was reminded why I've lost all respect for Nintendo.
You don't know James Bond!
Sakurai, I will never, ever play fucking stupid Super Smash Brothers again. I'm switching to the SpongeBob fighting game.
Wait, you don't know? Wait, who doesn't know about? No, shut. You're baiting. You know, everybody knows James Bond, motherfucker.
Her name is Frances.
Maybe I'll do that later. It's kind of looks whatever. I'll get.
I'm sick, cunt. I've just got my bucket leg. Thanks. God. Fuck this. Oh, you silly cunt. I just got me fucking leg. Thanks.
Thank you, man. Nice, well done, chat. Oh, this looks kind of cool. Chat, have we seen this before?
It depends on the state. California doesn't have a different tipped minimum wage than normal minimum wage.
Yeah, but it's still like the service industry or whatever. It's kind of like intended though. Like you can combat this as much as you want to though. Like it's kind of intended to be at least like 15%. Right? It's kind of intended. Why do you think most things have like a button where it's like 15% at the beginning? It's like, dude, just kind of how it is.
Hey son, sorry but we are gonna need to get MC Donald's for your birthday and not go to that restaurant that you like cause dad don't have money for a fucking tip.
A lot of restaurants, a good amount, it says gratuity or whatever, and it's already in the price whatever.
Symbol of luxury.
I tried
This
tipping in Japan and they got offended.
Is worth $27,000, and some of the most valuable chains will cost 10 times that. Making a single chain requires the skill of more than 5 experienced jewelers and can take over 12 hours.
Damn,
So
that's kind of cool though.
Are Cuban link chains made? And is that what makes them so expensive?
Somebody had to literally take 14 hours of their day running hot steel through machinery to then turn it by hand, to then file it by hand, to then polish it by hand. You're not just wearing a chain, you're wearing somebody's blood, sweat, and tears and passion around your neck.
The origin of the Cuban link chain is tough to pinpoint, but it likely didn't start in Cuba. It was a quintessential part of hip-hop style in the 70s and 80s, and grew in popularity as hip-hop became
Damn,
more
look at those
mainstream
chains,
in the US.
those look fucking baller.
But not all Cuban link chains are created equal. Many Cuban link chains are made by machines in countries like the US, Italy, and China, but the authentic and most expensive ones are made by hand at just a few shops in Miami.
When you move into the higher end of Cuban link chains, which you get into the $50,000, $80,000, $100,000 chains, those have to be handmade. One, because of the attention to detail. The file, the tight links.
I'm confused.
It's like going to a Ferrari dealer. You could buy a Ferrari off the lot, or you could have it made to how you want. This is a custom build.
A chain like this goes through 30 manual and time-consuming stages.
The skills come from your ability and practice and knowledge. Worldwide, I can't tell you an exact number. Within South Florida, there's a handful of people, literally a handful of people that could do this.
Not only is this process incredibly labor-intensive, it's also dangerous. Chino and his crew work with 1,000-degree flames to melt down the gold and form it into a bar.
A bar?
You definitely got to be paying attention to what you're doing in this job. One mess up, you're
Wait, it's all
gonna
gold?
hurt yourself. There has been people that have lost fingers in this business.
That bar passes through a rolling machine as many as 12 times just to make it thinner. Each of the 9 jewelers at Gold Fever Miami has a specific job. At the stretch bench, one jeweler can spend over an hour just stretching the wire to length.
This isn't dirt, it's actual gold. If you look at my hands, you'll see the flakes of gold on them.
This wire then gets curled around a copper rod to form the shape for the links. For smaller chains, a drill gets the job done, but thicker ones need the strength of 2 jewelers.
It's not all gold, right?
The most crucial stage of the process comes next. It also requires the most skill.
Gold alloy, so
Soldering
it's like a mix.
is the most intricate part of what you're doing. Essentially what you're doing is you're heating up gold, and right before it begins...
I don't think these are that cool though. I'm gonna keep it a stack and a buck. These look okay. They just look, I don't know.
What you're doing is...
In my opinion, dude, you need to have like a big body and a certain amount of muscle or like volume to wear some of that, dude. If you're skinny and you wear that, you should look like a fucking moron.
You're heating up gold, and right before it begins to break down and melt,
This is like some Rick Ross bullshit.
Solder.
Solder is another type of metal that's used to permanently close each link.
So it's the balance of applying the right amount of flame with the right amount of technique to when those two metals meet, that solder melts and fuses into the gold. So if you left too long, the whole thing is just liquid gold. If done way too early, the solder won't melt properly and you won't get that fusion.
Jeez, isn't that hot for the fingers?
You can't mess that up, or you're gonna create gaps in the chain. And you can't be scared to stop and just do it all over again.
It's no secret the price of gold plays a part in determining the cost of these chains. An ounce of gold costs $1,700 today. But even the most high-end Cuban links are mixed with something else.
Diamond.
Gold itself is a very soft material, typically too soft to be made into jewelry on its own. It has to be alloyed with other metals. White gold, for example, is an alloy of gold made of white metals, like silver, zinc, and nickel. Those metals make the gold more pliable, allowing it to be stretched and twisted during the jewelry making process, but they can be especially difficult to work with. One small movement can make all the difference.
Chat, so they don't understand, no. This will sound kind of dumb. It'll sound kind of dumb, be careful. You know, diamond, the reason why a diamond can't really, it has to be a diamond when you look at it. It's because it's how much light that gets that goes through it, and the clarity, the cut. Right, I get it. Right, but for the gold, couldn't you have like another thing that gives a little bit of gold tone that would look the same? I mean, light doesn't go through the gold, so couldn't you have like any other thing that could make the same color but without being gold?
In rare cases with white gold, this can happen.
This is the reason why it costs so much. If any one of these links break, you then have to take it.
See, that was an interesting question, wasn't it? That wasn't that bad.
Back to the soldering table, resolder it, and bring it back here and turn it again.
Once the links are properly turned and tightened, the chain will lie flat. A jeweler must then file down the chain so that each side is level and looks exactly the same.
And here is where the passion of the jeweler comes into hand to how beautiful he can make that shape.
Couldn't you do that with like a machine though?
But these Cuban links in particular didn't become so sought after or so valuable until recently. Google Trends shows that searches for Cuban link chains began taking off in 2012. And in the last 2 years, Gold Fever Miami sales have grown 100 times over. The shop used to sell $2,000 worth of Cuban links a month. That number is now over $200,000.
Whether you're the most famous or you're just starting off, to legitimize yourself as a rapper, you have to have jewelry. And if you have jewelry, you have a Miami Cuban link chain.
That's not true though.
Jay-Z wore...
Nah, I don't agree with that mentality at all. Not even a little bit.
One of the priciest Cuban links made at the time, worth $200,000.
That is an
A year later, Daddy Yankee debuted
cake.
his 10-kilo Cuban link chain in a music video. And there's even more traction in the music industry now.
They're so intertwined with pop culture, more specifically hip-hop and reggaeton. Just about every song that has a music video. Is that still true?
Yeah, a lot, if not a big portion of recent successful rappers or whatever, were from Spotify. Where on Spotify do you see somebody's gold chain or gold necklace or rollie on my wrist? You just don't. They see what the rap comes from, the music itself, the record, not the looks. The fuck.
We'll have a rapper with a Miami Cuban link chain.
It's become, in a way, like a status symbol. We have customers that want to match their Rolexes to their chains.
These versions are often decked out with diamonds, which naturally makes them pricier. But Gus doesn't see demand slowing for chains like this, or the more modest ones.
Right now, as of March of 2021, we are pumping anywhere from 10 to 15 kilos in 5 days, so per 5 weeks. And we still can't keep up with the demand. We still have a wait time of 5 to 7 weeks.
This, coupled with the steep price of gold, means prices likely won't drop anytime soon.
My favorite part of the process has to be the polishing. It's when you see a beautiful piece of metal end up and a beautiful piece of jewelry. So,
come on.
Plus,
guys, it's not, guys, it's in 50 minutes. Can you guys chill? Even if it's just for the day. Joy, your stay. Outside the sun is shining.